Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to start talking about exponent and exponent rules today, okay? So we have several different rules that we're going to talk about, and today we're going to talk about product and quotient rule. So let's just recall, how do we write 4 to the 5th as in expanded form? Remember, that's 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 5 times. So the base number is what we're multiplying over and over again, and 5 is the number of times you're multiplying. Okay, and that's what a lot of people, oh, I don't think there's a y there. Multiplying. Maybe there's a y. I'll let you guys decide that. Number of times we're multiplying. Okay, oh, there's a y. I have it typed right below me here. Sorry, guys. That was going to bother me. All right, so product rule, remember product means multiplication. So if we're multiplying with the same base, we can add the exponent. Quotient rule is dividing, so if we're dividing with the same base, we can subtract the exponents, and I'll explain why we can do that. So 4 to the 5th we just talked about is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 5 times, right? So that's what this is. Well then 4 to the 3rd is another 3 times. So that is a total of 8 times. Well, conveniently, 5 plus 3 is 8. So we can shorten up this because this gets annoying real fast, especially if it was like 4 to the 100th. You don't want to have to write 4 100 times just to figure out what that means, okay? All right, let's try another one. So we have 2 squared times 2 to the 3rd, which would be 2 to the 5th. And I know this because 2 squared is 2 times 2. And 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's, which is where this comes in. And the number being repeated is 2, which is the base. Okay? Now we can do the same thing with negative numbers. Okay, this is saying negative 3 5 times and negative 3 6 times. So it'd be negative 3 11 times. We do want to make sure that if it starts in parentheses like this, it ends in parentheses, because we want the negative to be to the 11th power as well. Because remember, 4 squared, or negative 4 squared, okay, is negative 4 times negative 4. But negative 4 squared is negative 4 times 4. Okay, so those are not the same thing. This would be positive 16, this would be negative 16. So if it starts with a parenthesis, make sure your answer ends with a parenthesis. Go ahead, why don't you try this one and see what you get. Again, we have the same base, so this would be x to the 7th. So I don't think we talked about this specifically. We can only do this because it's x and x, or negative 3 and negative 3, or 2 and 2. If I were to have like x to the 3rd, y to the 4th, right? I can't just be, well, that's xy to the 7th. They have to have the exact same base in order to follow the product rule, okay? So product rule, if we're multiplying the bases, we can add the exponents. All right, let's move on to quotient rule. Okay, well, quotient rule, we kind of talked about the subtracting thing, and I'll show you why that works. Well, 3 to the 5th is 3 5 times, and 3 squared is 2 times. Okay, well, I know that 3 over 3 is equal to 1, and so would this one. Okay, well, 1 times 1 times 3 times 3 times 3 would be 3 times 3 times 3, which would equal 3 to the 3rd. And conveniently, 5 minus 2 equals 3. So that gives me my exponent. Okay? And we just kept the base the same. So the 3 for the base came from the fact that the original bases were 3. Okay? So you can subtract the exponents. Same thing we did prior. We can do this with variables, okay? And I'll give you that back in case you still don't have the screen. So this would be x to the 6 minus 4, which would be x squared. Again, some of you are going to do that 6 minus 4 in your head, and that's absolutely fine, okay? But I'm just kind of showing you where I'm getting my answer from every time, okay? Do I have another one on this next page? I do not. So let's give you an example problem to do for your ed puzzle. What if we had 3 to the 6th over 3 squared? What would that equal? And this would be 3 to the 4th, because 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay? Again, we're going to have the same base in order for this to work. If we don't have the same base, can't do anything to simplify. Okay? The reason we're working on all of these simplifying rules is we're going to learn more complicated things with what we call polynomials, and we need to know how to deal with these little things first. So product, quotient rule, very important, super helpful. Okay? All right, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.